everyone. Welcome once again to the Mystic Lotus Awesome Divination Summit 2024. And we are back with Brenda and Charu, the miracle makers. And if you've missed yesterday, thank God for replays. You must go back and check out their replay. They covered about shamanism and their very own BNC miracle method. And what a wonderful shamanic journey Brenda did for us, and Charu did clearings for all of us. In fact, they are going to have all that and more on today's call. And if you have any questions, make sure you do ask them on the Telegram group because Brenda and Charu will address them and ensure that we have all our concepts and questions clarified. So, Brenda and Charu, welcome once again. We are so looking forward to today's call.
Hello, everyone. We're so excited today for our second call. We will be doing healing demonstrations on some deeply impactful topics like pain, trauma of having a health issue, trauma of struggling with money, the trauma of relationships. These all touch our lives and in positives and negative ways. And we are very excited to bring about balance, clarity, transformation for you. And not to miss that these will be our individual demos, but we also are doing our group demo. And the group demo, we're going to clear your auric field and of all these traumas that are sitting in your auric field and have, created tears, rips, holes. And so yesterday we did we did the healing for the actual trauma. And today we will clear the impact of what it's done in your auric field and in your environment. So we're very excited to create magic together.
Yeah, hello everyone. And trauma is the topic for today. So we are going to really discuss again a little bit in more detail, some more extra information. And then obviously we are super excited to do some healing works, some pain demos, clearing somebody's pain and different type of stuff that we specialize in.
So what I want to tell you that I don't know if you've realized from yesterday's, and if anyone has been on yesterday's call and has either seen the replay or even you gauged what is trauma. So you have, like, trauma is that silent killer. It's a virus. It's a parasite that sits underneath us and dictates how we run our life. I mean, I don't know if you saw that first demo that we did yesterday with this lady lost her loved one. And if you remember, she only came and all she wanted to do was get justice for the death of her husband, which happened very badly. So even all the grief that she was going through, but what was the trauma? The trauma was seeing how badly, brutally his body was and how he may not receive the justice that she's looking for. So that will be the trauma that will sit with her all the time. Grief, she will eventually get up. So this is why I'm saying trauma is a silent killer. It's a virus. It's a parasite. Most of us all think that trauma is the death of a loved one, a violent abuse, or a serious injury. But what about the fighting between parents, or even our grandparents, or even our great grandparents? Like for me, I witnessed my my grandfather beating up my grandmother, and even he caned me actually.
She got caned.
But what did it do to me? I vibrated a marriage that was abusive. So this is how the trauma is. That's why I'm saying a silent killer. We don't even know. I didn't know that that existed or just witnessing that. But I thought that was the way of life and that I should also have the same thing, that I deserve to be punished. But I vibrated that and I put a stop to it. I said, till I became aware. What did the shouting and anger do to my son? As that's all he can remember. And he's now decided not to be a father. Trauma, silent trauma, right? He doesn't realize that that's the impact. Then I divorced my husband. And What did it do to my child? My child seeks gratification from her father, and that actually was such a big trauma for a very long time till I saw that that's a trauma. So this is what it does to our family members, to ourselves. And then what comes with trauma? Shame, blame, anger, lack of self-confidence, depression, and all of this influences our lives because of the trauma that we have experienced. What do? We go into survival mode rather than the thriving mode. We are all, as you know, part of nature, and nature thrives. But when we have experienced trauma, like, for example, where we cut off trees and we burn that trees, the earth goes to trauma, and that, it just remains barren. And that's what happens to us. We remain barren, we remain in survival mode. And so it makes us make choices that we don't really want. But because, we are unable to see the greater picture, we don't choose our greatness, we don't choose things with ease. So it is very crucial for us, absolutely crucial for us to get rid of our trauma, to get out of our victim mode, to get out of our victim mindset, and out of this negative self talk that we do, because we put ourselves down. We think we're wrong, we've done something wrong, we are to blame, we created all of that. And once we have experienced trauma, we don't think we deserve. We think we don't deserve. We don't deserve goodness in life. We don't deserve anything in life. So, what happens is, because of the trauma we've experienced, all we do, all we do is vibrate the negative, because that's what we think we deserve. We deserve to be punished. We deserve to be victimized. We deserve to be in that state of mind that nothing is better for us. And that is why the only way to get out of trauma is to do a session. Because what happens is, trauma disorient us, it disheartens us, and we can't solve it on ourselves, and we don't even know like what it is. Like on the group, this girl was so traumatized. Even I put, she wanted to connect with her power animal, she couldn't connect with her power animal, she couldn't even understand what was happening, because there was so much trauma in her mind. She couldn't even reach, couldn't even have the clarity, till in the end I said, I gave her a little message, and I held a little space for her, and then she was able to say, oh, thank you. And then I acknowledge that you're struggling, and then it was like, oh yeah, thank you. And that is what we need someone to acknowledge we're struggling, we need someone to hold our space and hold our hand. And that's where we come in. We're here to hold your hand, we're here to hold your space, and we are here to hold whatever energy that you require to help you get over trauma. And what else trauma does? Trauma is so, it creates that conflict within us, and we don't know who we are. We don't know what we want. We don't know what we're capable of achieving. Because, as I said, all we think that we deserve the worst because of blame, shame, anger. And that trauma sits in our subconscious mind, keeps on playing and playing and playing. And then what happens? We only see trauma through the filter of the eyes, where we have been tainted or stained or traumatized. And all the choices that we make, everything that we make, creates difficulties, because we choose the difficult path, because we can't see the ease in our life. So today, choosing to do a session with us and choosing to be free of trauma is the biggest gift you can give yourself. If at all nothing, choose to get rid of your trauma, because trauma does not only affect you. Trauma affects your loved ones, your family, your children, your colleagues, and so much more. Sure.
So yesterday we discussed different types of traumas in detail. But today I want to tell you how it actually enters into your energy field. So primarily there are two categories. One, what we call as an active trauma, and the other is a passive trauma. So what would be the active trauma? The experiences that involve direct and immediate association. Like you hit your, you make an accident, now your leg is hurt, and you immediately see a swelling there. Why? The trauma got trapped and the swelling shows up, and then you are told, oh, go do an x-ray, hope the bone is not fractured and stuff like that. So a physical trauma. Then emotional trauma, you are in the office and your boss yells at you in front of everybody. The direct impact. It's a very direct, and you feel, oh my God, yeah, you're shaken. So that's a direct trauma again. Or a natural disaster where you have witnessed it firsthand. So you are shaken by the, even if an earthquake comes, it comes for a few seconds. But if it is like if you see the whole building shaking, oh my God, you run out of the house or you are in a bad state. So that is a direct experience of a trauma, a very bang on, or a sudden loss, a death of loved one, or witnessing a very violent event or something. So these are all direct forms of trauma. But what is passive trauma? Passive trauma is, it is obviously less obvious. But it is less obvious means it is not directly like this happened, and it's not a cause and effect immediate, but it is still that deeply impactful, as bad as the direct traumas. And what are the passive traumas involving neglect, absence, or a subtle harm over a time? So let's discuss a little bit about passive traumas also before we jump to the uh, demos. So the passive traumas would be like an emotional neglect. If you are growing up in an environment where your emotions are ignored or dismissed, so many times, so many people, so many clients have told us that the father was busy in work when we were growing up. We never saw. By the time he came from office, we used to go to bed. Mother had so many things in the household to look after. She was so busy. So when these people, they grow up, so did you see emotional neglect, passive trauma? And when they grow up, they have difficulty in connecting with their partners. Why? Because they're still looking for that nurturing which they missed out in their childhood. So that missing out of nurturing is a traumatic experience for them. So what they look out in a partner is nurturing, but partner is not your husband or your wife, or not your father or your mother. A partner is a partner. The equation is different. So this emotional neglect leads to a passive trauma, which creates mess in your life in later stage of your life over a period of time. Then lack of support. So if you are unseen or unsupported by your parents, teachers, peers, or so many people, many times, I mean, this is, we all will resonate. If you loved your teacher, you liked that subject and you did well. And the moment the teacher is not good, you start falling in the understanding of the subject. Your grades fall. So many times,
My daughter has that.
Yeah, yeah.
She's struggling in her O levels. It's like, I don't like biology. But that was like last term, and then this term she got a new biology teacher, and she's like, "Oh my God, this bio teacher is out of the world. She teaches so well." So definitely, yes, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
So yeah, it's not about biology, it's about the teacher, lack of support. Again, a trauma, passive trauma over a period of time. Then chronic invalidation, like constantly being told your feelings and opinions or experience doesn't matter. I got a client he was from a business family, and the business was established by his father. And his father, and he joined his father's business, but the father didn't allow him for any opinion, didn't accept any opinion. He was a very dominating personality. So, but he because it was a well-established business, so he joined his father's business, and he was all the time not allowed to speak up. All the decisions, no opinion, nothing. He became an angry man, and his wife took a session. He said, he's so angry, he's so unhappy, and it all comes back to us in our family life. So passive trauma over a period of time, now ruining his family life. He's got beautiful family, kids, loving wife, but he's a very angry person because he did not process his passive trauma. Then what else? What do you think? Even society, cultural, it's many Indians will resonate. There is so much discrimination in cultural and society related trauma. You might be oppressed, discrimination or exclusion. Girls face that all the time, especially in Indian families, where boys are treated differently and the girls are treated differently in many families. And I remember in my school days, one of my friend, they had so much discrimination that good quality of food was given to the boys and the leftovers were given to the girls. Yeah, it happened. uh, and she said, like, she was so hopping mad because we are all educated people and we are all equal, this is what we know. And she developed hate of men. She could not marry later on. She had so much anti men feelings. So again, a passive trauma. Her environment, she was provided with everything. It wasn't that they were rich, but the mentality was discrimination. So she had all the comforts, but the passive trauma over a time ruined her life, her behavior. So if you see, what we do in healing these type of traumas is, first, both the traumas have everlasting effects, whether it is active or passive. Obviously, the passive ones are harder to recognize because they are not directly visible to us. They happen over a period of time. But healing both types of trauma involves first bringing it into your awareness, and then first we bring it to your awareness, and then we address the emotional wounds that are left behind. So process is awareness, and then we heal the emotional wounds. And if you see, the medical science does the same thing. You have an issue, you are asked for a go for a blood test. What the blood test tells you, it gives you the awareness. Oh, this virus is showing, this mineral is vitamin is less. Oh, there is a excess of this mineral. So it gives you, so this is only awareness. It doesn't do anything else, but a medical test report is an awareness. And then what is the solution? The doctor will give you a treatment. Take this one course of antibiotic, and take vitamin B for 3 months, and a vitamin D also. Something. So solution. Exactly, this is what we will do. What we do is, today when we are going to do the demo, we work on the emotions. We'll tell you what all emotions are creating the trauma, holding the trauma. So we give you awareness. The awareness itself is a starting process of healing. And then what is the solution? As Brenda said, either you learn our method so that you can heal yourself, or you take healing sessions to resolve it. So this is a simple formula.
Are there any questions, Shilpa? Anything?
Thank you, Brenda and Charu. That was such a nice flow and such a good crash course on trauma. Seema said she was not here perhaps yesterday, that she caught the replay and it was absolutely amazing. We
Thank
so
you.
agree, Seema. And P. Singh has asked a question. It is possible to experience both passive and active trauma at the same time, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They
All
go
right.
hand in hand. At times they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And Seema has asked, how do we recognize passive traumas?
So that is where our role comes into play, because you can't just pinpoint. You think, like,
Yeah.
I gave you an example that this gentleman, he joined his father's business, and the father did not allow him to or respect his opinion, and he just suppressed him. He made him like as if he's not present, he doesn't need. And uh, that thing created so much anger in him, and that anger reflected in his family life. Not in he did not have the guts to speak up in front of his father. So when the wife came for a session, then we do that research. We talk to you. We do a discovery session where we talk to you, and then through our charts and through our shamanic journey, we are able to figure out where the actual root cause is.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, Brenda, Charu, you only have mentioned at some time in the past that somebody comes with a money problem, but the trauma, the root is something completely else, probably something to do with the relationship or something to do with in the family. So Yeah, thank you. And I can see people have suddenly started asking questions. So let's take a few of them. And uh, Seema is saying she could connect to the fact that emotional need was not met. She lost her parents early at the age of 12 and 15. And Gitanjali has put a comment that she's going through massive financial trouble. Sometimes she doesn't have the money for basic needs, also. And her husband is narcissistic, so her relationship is strained and she doesn't have the guts to do what is right for her.
Mm.
Yeah. So some more comments are coming in, Brenda and Charu. I will request you to proceed, but at some point, I will request you to give us a recap of shamanism as well as PNC miracle method whenever you think it's the right time. All right?
We'll do it now. So we'll
Sure.
tell you about being the shamanism. So the recap, we've spoken about it yesterday as well. So shamanism is an ancient healing technique. It's said to be 10,000 years old, but even more, like I think in BC it was there. Actually, it originated from Siberia, from the Tungus tribe. And to be a shaman, actually, you have to be born into the lineage. And that is why it was a very coveted module, because only from shaman to shaman in the family it would go. And if you had to even become a shaman, you had to do some big feat. Like that time there were bears, because it's Siberia and it's a cold country, there were bears, so you had to kill a bear. And then only if there was no lineage, or that there was nobody to become a shaman, then only you could become a shaman. And the actual definition of a shaman is, a shaman has the ability to see in the dark. And so that is why when we you do shamanism, we put a eye mask to be able to see in the dark. So you close your eyes, so that when you close your eyes, you have the ability to see. Now, it's not like when you go into the journey, it's not a visualization. It's actually having the ability to be there, what you see. So you're actually, in a fact, experiencing it. You're not even visualizing it, you're actually being in present wherever it is, actually. And so we, by closing our eyes, and we have our, if anyone opts to do our workshop, then I have a very special meditation which takes you into the dimension. So there are many dimensions, and with level 1 we'll do 1 to 10 dimensions. So it's a very curated meditation to be able to go into the dimensions. Now, why the dimensions? Because a shaman is ability to see in the dark and ability to travel. So the shaman has the ability to travel. And when let's say he needs medicine or information or something, he will be able to go into these dimensions, get the information, and uh, come back and give it to his client. And then that's what we do in BNC miracle method, where we do the time travel, where we go back to the root or the point of creation, where we are looking for that. So it's the similarity of it. And so you actually have the ability to go into these dimensions and get the information. And so so this is our physical world, and a shaman is the link between between the physical world and the spiritual world. Now, the spiritual world is divided into three different realms. Upper world, where we have our teachers, our spiritual guides, our spiritual masters, knowledge, information, loved ones that have crossed over. And then we have the lower world. The lower world is with our power animals, ancestors, and more or less that's what it is. And then we have the middle world. The middle world is just a replication of what is in our physical world. And but obviously, like in our physical world, we have all these things that are conflicting to us. So in the middle world, you'll also be coming to conflicting things. So generally we go upper world and lower world, Because when we go upper world, when we learn when we learn the shamanic course, you also get the ability to get a spiritual master teacher. Your spiritual teacher will help you through whatever you need, whatever advice you need, give you healing as well. And also, you get a power animal. So, that power animal is with you for whatever you would, require advice. This talking about power animals, I don't know if anybody can see. So, today I wore my owl earrings and my owl necklace. So this is the way you can bond with your power animal, like, I give a scream, come closer, you see. So yeah, this is the way you can, bond with your power animal, where that you can, speak. It's like as if having a little buddy along, like, like as if you're going for a walk and you have a friend along, you have two friends along, and you can take them wherever you want, you can ask whatever you want. And we actually do a lot of, like, especially when I'm like stuck in anything, I require to put a presentation, I require to, like, we've channeled our modules, we've channeled lots of information. And I've seen that for healing as well, when we do the healing part for ourselves, for others, the amount of information you get is quite in awe that you receive the information. And um, yeah, so the shamans, they basically go into a trance in order to achieve this state of mind. They would drum, they would do sweat lodge, they would go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. But hey, we are in a busy world, right? We don't have the time to do drumming, dancing, and all those rituals. So we now have, our fancy AirPods that we can put in our ear, listen to drumming music, and that music actually plays on the mind. Oops, sorry, this is there. Oh, sorry. Plays on the mind, and um,
Yeah. So basically,
yeah.
the music takes you in a trance state, and with that drumming, you are able to go into the world that you choose to go. And there is a specific process. And the beauty of the course that we are presenting is it's not just like a 1 day course where you learn it and you are done with it. We have divided this course over 10 days. So what happens is we hold your hand for 10 days. We make you practice for 10 days so that you master in going to these. And that is why, as Binda said, that there are three different worlds. And that is why, and you are traveling to these worlds. So that is why it's called the shamanic journey. So you journey to different realms and higher realms. I call them divine realms because they are high vibrational and you meet your divine teacher. And it's a pretty cool thing. And we, in BNC Miracle Method, our level 2 is all about negativity, where we teach you how to clear black magic and stuff like that. The entire black magic protocol that we teach through BNC Miracle Method, the information we got through shamanism only. We did, and this is a everyday practice. What we use it in everyday uh, difficulties or whatever challenges we face, we quickly get information through the shamanism. So now I'll talk about BNC, or you want to talk more about shamanism?
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry about that. My dad called. So I had to go and see what they want because they live in Australia. You ask why, what's the difference of the method and why to learn shamanism. So the thing is that shamanism enhances your spirituality. We all want, like yesterday's call, when we had our demo, he did not know what he really wanted. And that's the truth. Actually, we don't really know what we want. And so when we go into do a shamanic practice every day, it heightens your spirituality, it heightens your journey in this world, it heals you, it gives you alleviation of your own trauma and drama, it makes you more present in your body. And as a result, you're more functionable, you have better relationships, you have more money, and you can go through life with ease because you have that solution. And eventually, yes, I know we need drumming and all of those things and the space, but actually, when you have your power animal with you and your teacher with you, then they're like your doctors and your guides 24/7. So if ever you face anything and you can't actually do a journey, but this you only get when you do the course, obviously you get your teacher and you get your guide. So if ever you're stuck, if you're ever in in anything, then you, in any situation that you need help or you need advice, then you can just ask, ask your teacher, can you help me please? Or you can tell your, like your power animal, could you please help me to get this information? Like, we decided on this topic of trauma, and we, in order, like, a lot of things are in our head, so we aren't able to deliver our things, because obviously you're talking to people and things in our head. And mostly me, I'm very much into intuitive side, and I will be talking about intuitive, but to talk about the actual reality doesn't happen, and Charu does that, which is very good. So I have to actually myself okay. So I have to do a journey to say, okay, what am I talking about? How am I going to be? What am I going to say? And in the journey, I get all the information like, okay, this is what you say, this is what you do. And then you won't believe, then the information just comes up, and just somebody will send me some information. I will read something, and then the whole thing unwinds. So this is the beauty. And that's why I encourage everyone, learn shamanism to enhance our spiritual growth, your spiritual growth, and your, better your life. Okay, over to you, Charu. You want to
Yes.
say something? Yes, go ahead. I think you
Brenda,
can ask
Charu,
questions now.
there are some
Yes.
questions related to shamanism. So, Aarti has asked, how do you understand the trauma through a shamanic journey? And on an average, how many sessions are required uh, to get the healing?
So, how to understand? That's a very nice question, because in shamanism, you get everything in metaphors. So, we don't really have to understand anything. The whole journey comes unfolding. Like, I gave I had this client who wanted to enhance his money. And when I did the journey, I saw a cat. I didn't see him. And I saw the cat hiding behind the wall, right? And it was fear and rejection. And then I saw that a little boy looking at his father and saying, the father patting him and saying, good job. And then I realized, oh, he requires validation. So this is where you will understand the information. And also, when you do shamanic journey, whatever information you get, if you give it to your client is already understands it. So sometimes you don't even need to um, uh, um,
Decide.
yeah, decipher it. So for example, if you're like, yesterday we got the power animal of a tortoise, right? And the tortoise is to tell you to slow down. So how many of us are on this, call, just running, 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 running? And when you slow down, what happens? You actually breathe, you actually be present, you actually see things, you actually hear things. So that was what the information was for people, to slow down, to stop running, to stop even running after your trauma, to take a break and go slowly, slowly, and you'll win the race. So they come in metaphors. And I've done talking about metaphors. When Charu's actually father passed, may I talk about
Yeah,
it?
yeah, sure.
So Charu's father passed, was sick about, like, this is like what, 10 years now. Yeah. So I had done a journey for Charu's father. He was sick, and in that journey, I saw that he said, let me go.
And he wasn't that sick. He
Yeah.
just had constipation.
Yeah. And we were yeah, that's right. We were only doing a journey to help him to heal his constipation. But in that journey, I saw he said, I want to go. And he was 84 years, 85 years old. And when I told Charu that information, she got really angry on me, and she said, how you can say that? And I said, Charu, but he suddenly developed a heart trauma, and then he was hospitalized. And then after that, and we did BNC miracle method, we did a lot.
Actually, he didn't develop any
Yeah,
heart trauma.
he
One
was
day,
sort of,
yeah, he was here with me in Dubai on a vacation, and we were going out, and only little constipation. constipation was troubling him. So we did a month before he passed away. We did this journey. I mean, Brenda did this journey for him, and she gave me that information, and I was like, little like, what is this, yaar? We are having good time. For constipation, I asked you, and you are giving me that he
Yeah.
doesn't want to live and he wants to move on. And then one day he just complained that, I'm not feeling too good. So I said, let's go to the hospital and check out. So I took him to the hospital, and that is it. The doctor said his BP is pretty low, and I don't think he's in a very good condition. So he just stayed in hospital for 2 days and he moved on. So, but she found it 3 weeks before that he wants to go.
But even at that time, it was very obviously, our loved ones are our loved ones, and it's very difficult for them to go. And then eventually, all of them, I told then Charu, like, look, that's what his wish is, that in the journey I saw that. So give him permission, let him go. And if he chooses to live, he lives and gets better, or he chooses to move. So then all of them, like, then Charu kind of assimilated. Obviously, that trauma of that loss is
My
there.
first reaction was, no, I'm
Yeah.
going to sit in the hospital and do a healing session. He can't go. But then when Brenda actually was a very helping factor at that point of time, and actually it became very peaceful because what she explained us is that, give him a choice. Don't stop him like that. So then we went in that mode that we told him that whatever you decide, we honor your respect or your choice. And so that is what we prayed, and actually it was like a very
Yeah,
peaceful,
yeah, the most peaceful, and
peaceful.
we said a prayer, and we called the angels, and we called everybody, and it was the most beautiful
Although
journey for him.
I
Yeah,
witnessed the death because the doctor said that it's only a matter of 1 hour. The heart doesn't shut off immediately, so we were in the ICU.
yeah,
But
we all
still it was,
witnessed.
I mean, it didn't become like that we are like beating ourselves, crying, we prayed, we folded him, we gave him white light and energy to cross over peacefully. And all we told him is, okay, we don't worry about us, we'll look after mommy and stuff, but it was all still very peaceful. So these journeys and all, they are amazing. They give you a different type of awareness.
Even talking about that journey, I mean, I actually, when I do journeys, I mean, I do know about people's death. So we had I mean, continuing, not to just make it so long, but to understand how journeys are. A client came to us and she said, do a BNC miracle method for my uncle. He's got cancer. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
So she was after me that, do a session. And she had just come from France. Her uncle, she was a French girl, and her uncle was there suffering. So cancer last stage, at that time we couldn't even do anything. So I didn't want to take the session. I said, listen, we won't, with BNC at that time, we won't be able to do much. But she was, no, no, whatever, you do a session, you do a session. So I said, okay. She had come for dinner actually with us. I said, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But then, she was after my life. So I told in Hindi to her that, why don't you go and do a journey and see? So she went inside and she did a journey. And then she came back, and in our Hindi language only, she told me that that guy is not even alive, Charu. And I said, what are you saying? And yeah, this is what she told me. So I kept quiet. But then I got the information because I trust Brenda. So I told her, listen, wait till tomorrow. Then next morning she called me. Then I said, Brenda, she's still asking for the session. So I said, yes, yes, I have some commitments. I'll do it in the evening. And then by evening she called me and she said, oh, Charu, you know what? The day I left from France, my uncle had died that day only. But my family didn't tell me because they thought that I couldn't do anything and she had a job here. So she would have rushed back. So till they did all the ceremonies or his funeral and all, they didn't tell her. So that they can just tell her that even the funeral is done, no need to come now, just focus on your job. So she saw before that only and she told me, and she kept asking us for session. So yeah, the journeys can be that powerful as well.
God, Brenda and Charu, I'm getting goosebumps, and we can just sit and listen to these miracles you have created. But Brenda, a question has come, and it's so uncanny that you shared these two examples. And thank you for sharing really about Charu's tattoo. So, Brenda, P. Singh has asked that, like, you saw things well in advance. So people who see such things in advance, say in dreams or intuition, is it to say that they have shamanic traits?
No, can I answer? She didn't see anything. She went into the journey, and in that journey, she was able to talk to my father's soul
Hmm.
because she went to heal him. So she didn't see my father's death, but my his soul told that he's ready to move on now. Right, Brenda?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that the
yeah.
answer?
But the question he was asking is that the person or he or she, I don't know, sees in the dreams probably things. So we are all intuitive and we all know things, but a shamanic journey is different. It's not a conclusion. Sometimes what we dream of is also something what we fear of. So if we are fearing of our loved one dying, we might see our loved one dying, but it does not mean that that happens. We also are fearing to go for something, and so we may see in our dreams, it's not necessarily a shamanic journey and might not be the truth of what is happening, because many times our dreams are replications of our fears. And so Charu always says, if she's like talking about, you know how it is, you talk about somebody and then the next day you're dreaming about that person, right? So this is how we work in our, we roam in our world and see. But a shamanic journey goes to see what is the issue with that person, and so we go only for that trauma or what we want to work on. We are not actually going and looking and seeing and roaming around and this, because that's not what we're doing. We're going for a particular
Healing or
intention.
information.
Yeah, particular information. Otherwise it's like a lot of information we don't even know how to decipher, right? So we go for that one information.
Even the process is like that. You
Yeah.
need to have a specific intention to do the journey. It's not like, okay, let me go and roam around in the upper world. It's not
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this. This takes the understanding to the next level. Really, thanks for clarifying this. So, uh, Brenda, Charu, is it to say that we are tapping our intuition in a certain way? Does intuition have anything to do with this?
No, it is so this is the beauty of this. This is nothing to do with intuition. This is a very particular way. And what we're doing is, when we do a shamanic journey, and when you learn the course, I said we get a teacher or we get a power animal. And what we do is, when we do a journey, we go to the upper world, we meet our teacher. We go to the lower world, we meet our power animal. And there's a very specific way to go and travel. And I must say that people, even this information, don't try going to upper world and lower world, because by doing this on your own and without a proper method, you can fragment your soul. So your soul parts will get left out in spiritual world, and then you will have soul loss. And we will talk about soul loss as well. That's when the binsi, when we're this, we will talk about soul loss. Remind us also to talk. So be careful that you have to do it very, very properly. This is why where I said shamanism wasn't available to most of us, because of the you have to look after your soul while you travel. So when we do, we go and ask for healing or information or intention. We go and ask our power animal, or we go and ask our teacher. Now it is the teacher who, or the power animal, who helps up. So it's like us riding on their back, and they are giving us the information. So we are not actually using our intuition. And as I said, we are actually going there. So if I say, I'm coming to your house and I'm going to visit you, I'm actually in there in my journey in your house. Not that I am, but okay. If you invite me, yes. You're on mute.
Yeah, got it. Brenda and Charu, right now, there's no question. Right now, Vani, thank you for asking that. You can let us know if Charu wanted to speak about
Yeah.
BNC miracle
BNC
method.
miracle method.
Yes. So I want to talk about the BNC miracle method. We already told yesterday the method actually was created to see results faster. So between me and Brenda, we have learned a lot of healing modalities. And when we met, we started actually practicing. We both were passionate about seeing results like right now. How can we do things which shows up right now? How can we do healings which gives us results faster than the speed of light? So that was the idea. And we started practicing with different modalities which she had learned and I had learned. And in that experimenting and in that playing with energy work, we figured out certain things that were, or we discovered few things that were giving results faster. And when we fine-tuned it and did that, the BNC, this is how the BNC miracle method got created. The principles on which BNC miracle method works is, we told yesterday, we use a pendulum and a set of charts, which we gave demo also yesterday. So it's not a BNC miracle method is not a meditative process. So there is no meditation. It's a technique. Technique, when I say that, it's like, how you drive a car. It's a technique. You don't meditate to drive a car. It's a process that you do. You take the key, put it on, start the ignition, and you accelerate. This is how, and every time you do that, the car starts. Exactly, BNC miracle method is like a technique. There is a process. We ask 3 questions. Every time we ask the same 3 questions. And what we have done is we have developed a way of tapping into any person's energy field only by knowing their name. So we are able to scan your energy if we know your name. And not only scan your energy, we can create healing as well. And that is how we gave yesterday's demo, where we were able to tell your emotions, the recipe of your trauma, by what percentage it is sitting in your DNA, and what is it that it is holding, and which emotion can act as a medicine. This is all what we did yesterday when we did the demos. Today also we'll give you some experience of that. BNC miracle method is following 2 simple principles, which are, if you have any challenge in your life, that means there is some obstruction in your energy field. If you have any relationship issue, that means between you and the other person, there is the flow of energy is stuck. Whether it is your boss, whether it is your child, whether it is your partner, whether it is a sister, brother, whosoever, if you are having any conflict or any issue in your relationship, the flow of energy between 2 people is blocked. If you are having any health challenge, the flow of energy in your body is blocked. If you are having any money challenge, the flow of energy between you and money is blocked. So what we are doing is we remove those blocks. And what are these blocks? In our language, these are your emotions. The emotions sit in the way. So when we clear these emotions, your vibration changes. And we match it with your intention. All we do is we match your intention with what you want. The moment, it's like, you take a plug, put it in the circuit, in your plug point. The moment you plug in, the vibration of electricity flows and the bulb lights up. In the same way, we match your vibration with the money that you want, and the money starts flowing. With the health that you want, and the health starts flowing. With the peace and harmony or in the relationship that you want, and that energy starts flowing. So what we are doing is we are changing your frequency and matching it with your intention. And how do we do that? We do it by working on your energy field and finding the blocking emotions. So this is one principle. And second principle that we follow is that second principle is that everything happens at an energetic level first. Like many times I've told you, you smell a nice aroma of coffee and then your mouth waters. You go past through a Starbucks and you say, oh, I would like to have one. And your mouth waters. Aroma of the Starbucks is only smell, energy, and your mouth water. Or Brenda makes good cupcakes. So when I go to her place and the cupcakes are in the oven, oh my God, my mouth waters. So
Plus, she eats all of them. I have to hide them.
So again, aroma is energy. It's not into physical state. And then my mouth waters. So this is like just a general example. It can be a nasty example as well. Your boss fires you and you have a headache. So firing was just a statement. He said, oh, go rest at home. It was just a message, not a physical something. But you have headache, a physical symptom. So this is how this is a natural phenomena. Everything happens at an energetic level, and then it manifests into the physical reality. So what we do is we clear your blocks at an energetic level, and then your physical reality starts shifting. So these are the 2 principles that we follow in BNC miracle method. It's a very simple way. It works on the principles of quantum physics, which is wherever the energy, wherever your attention flows or wherever the energy flows, the reality gets constructed. So what we are doing is, when we are working with BNC miracle method, we are able to go, we are able to find that timeline where your issue got created. You might be experiencing, as we gave examples of passive trauma. Now you might be having issues because you were neglected by your parents, but now you have issues with your partners. But we go to that point in your childhood where you picked up the trauma, and we clear it from that level, and the ripple effect is seen in the present moment. So these are the principles that we are following in the BNC miracle method. The beauty of BNC miracle method is that whether you sit in front of me, because it is done remotely, it's not a touch therapy. So I don't need you. All I need is your name. You might be sitting in America, India, or Japan, and I'm sitting here in Dubai. Wherever I sit, the entire operation is done with the pendulum and a set of chart. So I can heal you from anywhere, and the results are equally profound. So demo part.
Yeah, if there are no questions, we'll go into demo.
Absolutely, Brenda and Charu. In fact, there is a question about uh, soul journey. So Monica is asking that what about if that particular energy is not in the soul journey plan? For example, if a soul chooses to live a simple and mediocre life, then how can a person live a luxurious life?
Mhm.
How do you not know your soul is choosing this? This is what I said in the very beginning. If you pay, I don't know if you joined the call in the beginning. What did I say? When we are hit with trauma, we feel we deserve less and we keep choosing less. But in fact, we all are deserving of thriving. But because of the trauma we've experienced, we go into survival mode and we only learn survival. So imagine a 2 year old losing a parent or seeing a abusive or going through a traumatic surgery or whatever, or losing a limb or something. Now all that from 2 years, and now you're 50 or 60 or 70. So let's say for 68 years or whatever number of X years, you only have to survive that trauma that you have experienced. And you don't even know. So you grow up and think that I lost a limb, I lost a parent, whatever, and I deserve this. So you have anger because you don't have a parent. You have shame because you have some name or whatever, you haven't amounted to anything. And then you blame your life or you blame God or whatever it is, right? But in actual, what if that child hadn't experienced that or had a session and removed the trauma? Then that child would not live with that, what is pushing it to the negative, and would then thrive. So our base nature, like I gave you the example of nature, nature thrives no matter what. Even when there is a storm and there's a tsunami and there's an earthquake, that ground will start becoming uh, thriving, and the trees will grow and again they will grow. Unless, if you've seen where the trees are cut, where they have been burnt, where the forest has been burnt by people, like not as a natural calamity but like as man-made calamity, where we have really hurt the land, that's when this land has difficulty in thriving, right? So that we are base nature thrivers.
Remember one thing: abundance is our birthright.
Yes.
Thank you, Brenda and Charu. And on that note, let's do the demos and have the pudding. And what do you say
So now,
now? Yeah.
yes, now.
Yes, we
So
are ready.
what we're going to do is we're going to divide our demos. So we're not going to do dual demos at the moment. We're just going to do pain demos. So anybody with pain, which is just recent, maybe max 6 months old, we will do, and that's physical pain, not emotional and not mental pain. Whatever it is, physical pain.
All right. Okay.
And I think
So,
everybody should put it on the Telegram, right?
yeah. And yeah, please do put it on the Telegram group. In the meanwhile, I'll just say a couple of quick things that whatever Brenda and Charu have described so far so beautifully, intricately about shamanism and their very own BNC miracle method, you can learn both of them, and the details are coming up soon. And of course, you can work with them one on one as well. So that is on too. And right now, please let us know on the Telegram group if you have any physical pain right now, which has been there since the past 6 months. If you're still not there on the Telegram group, I have just shared the link to join on the Zoom chat. Please click join and let us know there. And remember, this call is being live streamed on YouTube and it is going to be shared after the call as replay. So only if you're comfortable coming and sharing whatever comes up for you, whatever Brenda and Charu may share with you. If you're comfortable, then do come on and have this experience, because we will not be able to edit or delete out any part from this call. All right. Okay. So we have some volunteers ready, Brenda and Charu. Let's invite Renu first. It would be nice, everyone, if you have your videos on. We'll need that, please. So Renu's has back pain since 5 months. Hi, Renu.
Hi, Renu.
Hello, Renu.
Sorry, I spotlighted myself.
Cool, you do it, not us.
Not yet. All right.
You
Sorry.
know what? Shilpa, the universe is telling you now you've got to learn. It's a message. Hi, Renu.
Hi,
Sorry,
Renu.
we're
Hi.
just having fun.
Yes.
How are you?
हेलो फाइन थैंक यू एक्चुअली
Yes.
12th जून को मैं 5-6 मंथ्स बैक मैं गिर गई थी
Okay.
तो बैक में कंप्रेशन आया है एक वर्टिब्रा में तो काफी रिकवर हो चुका है बट इट्स स्टिल पेनिंग कि अगर मैं खांसी आती है या थोड़ा ज्यादा देर बैठती हूँ तो अभी भी पेन है
So, where exactly is your pain? Upper back, mid back, lower back?
रिप्स के एकदम पीछे बैक साइड पे
Both left side, right side, or middle?
इट्स इन द बैकबोन
Acha.
कंप्रेशन इज इन द बैकबोन
So which vertebra?
I think 6 and 11, D11 and C6 होता है L6
L6. Is
So
there
that's
L6?
backache. Just take it as backache. Because she's saying rib, closer to rib, so it cannot be L.
should I tell you from my x-ray
Yeah.
No, no,
Tell
it's
us.
okay
No, if you can go, we will anyway. It's good to
okay.
know which vertebrae. I would like to know.
just a minute huh?
Yeah, go.
So, Brenda Charu, in the meanwhile, should we invite somebody else while Renu gets ready?
Oh, by the way, Renu, I want to ask you, how bad is your pain on a scale of 10? 10 means maximum pain, 0 means no pain. So on a scale of
yes
10, how bad it is?
now it is 3 to 4
3 to 4 at the moment. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we can do somebody else and
Yeah,
Renu can come
Renu
back.
can
Oh,
come back with the
yeah,
details.
Renu, we'll have you back. All right.
Yeah, the
oh
session will be more meaningful then for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So, the next person we'll have is Nidhi. Nidhi has lower back pain and also calf pain. We'll ask her what she'd like to work with.
Choose one, which
Hi,
is me.
Nidhi.
Yeah, hi. Uh, I would say the lower back and the like hips.
So how bad is the pain right now? 10 being maximum, 0 means no pain.
Uh, 4, 5.
Okay.
And since when do you have this?
I've had a lower back pain for last 21 years, off and on, and very acute. And it's actually reduced drastically since last I don't know, couple of years, last 4, 5 years, but it's still there.
Okay. Mm.
You want to go first or I go first?
You can go.
Okay, so we want to see how long the
Yeah, 2
energy
minutes.
takes. 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever we have done integrates in 2 minutes.
So when we finish talking, you can tell us the change in your pain. So I asked why you created this pain. And this is the beauty, we can ask many questions with our pendulum. And the reason why you created this pain is fear. So something happened 21 years ago that probably initiated the fear and also robbed you of being a child. So does that make sense to you?
Uh, I think I was going through a lot of trauma. My backache basically started after I gave birth to my daughter. So, and I went through a lot of trauma at that stage too. I mean, during the pregnancy and pre-pregnancy. So,
And also there is energy of disgusted and somewhere not feeling that the justice is there. Justice is also somewhere.
yes, yes. I went through a bad, very turbulent, uh, traumatic, abusive marriage. And I always say that, I mean, neither God nor the court uh, gave justice to.
Was fair to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
So I
yeah.
got out of it, yes, but no justice.
Yeah.
So this is the trauma that is stuck there. This is the recipe of your trauma. The moment you release it, also with your conscious mind. Anyway,
Okay.
check. You said 4 to 5. Check now how you feeling.
3.5.
Okay, take a sip of water and then
Yeah,
move
see,
around,
yeah,
move around.
and
Okay.
yeah, see, the energy will integrate as well. So,
Okay.
basically, what we suggest is do take a session because now 21 years later, and as we have pinpointed out the roots of your trauma, you can
Yeah.
see like 21 years how much you have been stuck with whatever you experienced.
Yeah.
And yes, that's what I said in the beginning. Trauma makes us in keeps us in anger, shame, and blame, or any of those combinations. And that's what you are in anger and blame. So
Yes.
Discuss.
yeah, and
Yes.
so do release this trauma so that you can thrive, you can start to move to a better life because that's available for you. And you can generate and create so much more. Your potential is so much greater.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're most
Thank you. I'll
welcome.
get back. Let me have water and
Yeah,
Sure.
at this
yeah.
point.
That you
Do that.
can, yeah.
Yeah, Nidhi, do let us know on the group. Thank you. Brenda Charu, next is Madhvi.
We can do Renu, just
Oh,
complete
sorry.
Renu.
Yeah. Thank you so much. In fact,
Water.
she did text also that it's an L150% compression. Renu, you want to tell us?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's L1, 50% compression. That's why D12, L1, and L2 disk space has reduced.
Okay.
So I want to quickly tell everybody that right now Brenda and Charu are looking below to their charts and they have their pendulums and they are working their magic. And you can be doing anything, but still, the whatever they're doing, it will reach you. And as Brenda mentioned earlier, they're asking some questions and they will let us know the root cause and what can be done next. So this is how they do this. And of course, the session is longer and so much more happens in the session itself.
So for you, Renu, I checked what was the reason for this compression. I mean, obviously you fell and whatever it is, and now it is stuck in at the compression of L1. And something happened in your life which has created unforgiveness.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is why it's stuck. And the energy of lack of gratitude is stuck in L1. So something has made you.
Like gratitude, you can't say it's very much there, as I'm also a spiritual person and in this healing process. But forgiveness, you say ki for one person, uh, it is in the mind, but when I think it doesn't come. Yeah, I do agree.
Yes, but when I say lack of gratitude, I agree that we are all healers in our own right. And what happens with gratitude? The gratitude is for that person being in your life, because every person in your life shows you how to evolve. Every person,
Yep.
good or bad, is there to help you evolve. So today, what if you could be grateful for this person who may have hurt you so much? To be grateful for the ability to say, I met Brenda and Charu.
Okay. For that case, I tell you, ki it is there. I understand each and everything. I even send them unconditional love, and it goes to them very frequently. There is nothing, any, you say ki any blockage in that. But somehow I feel it is past lives. I don't know why I feel it. It is
Yeah,
past
it's
life.
yeah. And this is why when to forgive people is very hard. We can send love, we can send that forgiveness, we can do hoponopo, but to get to that root of that unforgiveness, this is why we use BNC miracle method or shamanism or whatever to help us to actually clear that root. And you're very right, it is obviously a past life, which is why gratitude is there for you to have learned that lesson. So you are saying the right things, but that ability to forgive doesn't come. So this is why we suggest a session to heal that, because it's only just a small little thing there that is stuck.
Okay, fine.
Mm.
I got.
Yeah, meanwhile, check how you feeling. You said
Four
three,
or something,
four.
3 to 4.
Very little difference, because what you were doing now, it was going in my mind too. Ki when I told you, the answer was in my mind too.
No, but also we cleared not good enough and lack of determination as well. That was also part of that thing. Although it's showing 6 minutes for energy to heal, so 2, 3 minutes have already passed. You can also take
Yeah.
a sip of water
Yeah.
and tell us
Okay.
how you
Fine.
feel. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So this is where, when we use, so I would like to say, we have very curated charts, means we have made these charts ourselves, and we use a pendulum and we are asking the questions. We don't use the pendulum for asking, questions like, what should I wear? What should I buy? We only use our pendulum for, and the charts and the method is only used for healing. And that also we work on, you know, uh, the root cause, finding the root cause. And so, like for Renu, the reason why she's going to have the or having this pain and she isn't able to release that compression because she hasn't been able to forgive that person. And this is the beauty of this. This is where our BNC miracle. And I've seen with forgiveness, it's the most powerful method to release forgiveness, because I can say, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. But in my subconscious mind, I'm like, oh, did that. And that small little worm will eat my brain and say, no, that. Or even we don't realize, even the reminder we see on TV, the same scenarios, and that keeps on running the whole trauma back again. So yeah, wonderful way of healing oneself of traumas.
Absolutely. Can we take on more people?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
All right. So, Payal, if you could come on video, please. Payal did mention about multiple things. Please let us choose one, Payal, and Brenda and Charu can work on that. Payal, are you connecting to audio? We'll wait for you.
Yeah, Payal. So
Hi, Payal.
she's
Hi.
yes to
Yeah.
I
oh,
hope
why
you
did
can hear me.
Payal, sorry, we are. Can you just
Can you
check your
hear?
connection and come back, please?
My Wi-Fi is connected.
I'll just check it and come back. We'll have you on. All right, don't worry. In the meanwhile, Brenda and Charu, let's take Savita. Savita, if you could come on video. Savita has a ligament tear and it's hurting. So let us know, Savita.
Hi, Savita.
Hi,
Hi.
Savita. So what do you have?
I have a partial ligament tear in my fifth metatarsal area, left leg. It's been 2 days. I am on orthopedic boots.
Fifth metatarsal, left leg.
Yeah, sorry.
So last year I had a ankle twist on the same same place itself. I had an ankle twist. So I had a plaster for 1.5 months. After a span of 3 to 4 months, I kept on getting pains over there itself. I used to get inflammations. So, 1 month back, I visited again to the orthopedic. So he told me to take MRI and all. So last 2 days, it's been I started with my orthopedic boots. He has asked me to take 2 months of rest.
So that fifth metatarsal means the pinky finger of the left toe, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on a scale of 10, how bad is your pain? 10 being max and 0 means no pain?
Right now,
Yeah.
it's around 6.
6.
So I'll tell you about for you. So the reason for this pain is to do with your abundance and prosperity. You're on mute.
Yeah, tell me again.
The reason you have this pain is because of lack of abundance and prosperity.
Okay.
Does that make sense for you?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. And it started about when you were 14 years old. What happened when you were 14?
Exactly. I don't remember anything.
You don't remember. Okay. Yeah. So maybe think about it for you when you were 14 years old. What happened? Were your parents together? Did you shift to a new town? Did you go to university, college?
No,
Or
we were
some,
with the parents only.
yeah, so think something would have come up at this age, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15. So something like that. And
Maybe
your mother,
I had that time I had some jaundice kind of thing. That much I remember. At that age, I had jaundice.
yeah, and
Not
then maybe there was some sort of uh, people were concerned about you, more concerned because you were sick.
yes, yes.
Mm. So this is where your pattern is. So that trauma, you create the trauma to enable yourself to receive that same nurturing that you're looking for. So maybe in life you aren't able. What did you get? Sadness and
Lack
no.
of determination.
Oh, you also got, yeah. So you can tell your this and then we can tie it in.
So also, what the trauma that is stuck there is consisting of sadness, and somewhere the determination is also less.
True.
So you're stuck in 14 years where you have created all of this and keep recreating it to enable to get what you want from your stuff.
तो उसके लिए क्या है solution?
Yeah, you can, we have cleared it for you. So there will be some pain will be less for you and you'll see. So you can see the shift. How long for the shift to take
5
place?
minutes.
5 minutes. So you can also message on the group or whatever and let us know how it is. Or any shift you feel now from, like you said, 6, any shift of it now?
Kind of, yeah, kind of little bit less.
Yeah, yeah. So let it go in, drink some water as well, and see how the shift can take for you. And the
Yeah,
awareness as well for you.
You can learn our method if you wish to, and that will enable you to address other areas of your life as well.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thanks, Brenda Charu. Brenda Charu, I have a request and I want you to see how you would like to proceed with this. I really want to share with everybody what they can do next. That these are just little glimpses, and everybody is reporting a reduction in their pain. And I'm requesting Nidhi, Renu, Savita to let us know on the group, for further more shifts. So how can we do this fully with you, and how can we learn this? So when should we take everybody through the packages? And I also know that you have something planned for all of us on the call. So how should we go about this?
Why don't we do our packages now? And
Mm,
then after the packages, we will do a group healing.
sure.
And
And
then
I know,
depending on the time we have, then we will do individual
yeah,
some individual demos.
absolutely. Like Payal is confirming that her connection is fine. So let's get on Payal, and if possible, more people. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and please tell us how we can do this together.
So we have okay, what happened to our calendar? I was so excited about our calendar.
Oh, all right. You want to share that
Yeah.
today as well? Go for it.
Yeah, I want to share. So we have this gift calendar for everyone. This is a shamanic journey that I've done for each month, and each month has a beautiful message and some self technique that you can do. Because as I said, in shamanic journey, you get some remedy, and you can do this remedy, and this will able to enhance your month and your whole year. So I think this is for everyone who's registered. I think will get this. So
Absolutely. And Brenda, sorry to interrupt to everyone. I have seen this calendar and it's literally like a journey, like channel. It's beautiful. Do check out your replay email and it will be there on Brenda and Charu's page as well. So don't miss this, all right? And yes, Brenda, as Brenda was saying, they have 4 packages.
So we have package A, which is our personal session, healing trauma with Shamanic Journey and BNC Miracle Method, plus bonuses. Then we have package B, which is 9 days group shamanic healing, which is remotely done. There is no calls. We have package C, which is the Shamanic Healing Practitioners course. And we have the package D, which is the BNC Miracle Method Practitioners course. So package A, it's a two-pack process where we do a shamanic journey. We look at what is it that you require. Then we go to the point of creation and we clear the experience. We do a shamanic healing, and you'll also receive a personal power animal, and you'll also receive personalized remedies that you can work with. And if you work with these remedies, then a lot of change will take place for you.
And in the same package, we also will do a BNC miracle method healing, where we'll find the root cause of trauma, as you must have got some glimpse of it. That is just one or two energies that we are sharing. But when we do a healing session, we do a very deep, in-depth investigation to find what is the root cause of the trauma. We release the limiting emotions that are trapped inside your trauma. We open the areas of the life that have got impacted with this trauma. We do a DNA work to increase your physical and emotional immunity. Even if it is a money session, this still helps the physical and emotional immunity, because you need emotional immunity to work and earn money as well. And we also find the generational trauma from the ancestor involved. And lastly, we transform this trauma into empowerment that gives you relief, or rather cure. So what you get from this package, the experience is life-changing insights and guidance for the situation, a deep sense of healing, more grounded and being more present. Your physical and emotional immunity will go up. A personal session, you can choose any of the subject. It could be any form of abuse. You can work on any illness with us. You can work on loss of job or wealth, grief from death of loved ones, grief or trauma, then trauma from divorce, breakups and conflicts, emotional turmoils, drugs, alcoholism, psychic attacks, and negativities.
So we do a discovery session on Zoom. This is about 15 minutes. Then we will do the shamanic journey and the clearing and healing with BNC miracle method. And the shamanic journey is also healing. Both of them are healing processes. So double packed healing you get. And then we talk to you again. We give you the detailed journey. And then we give you a PDF report of the clearings we've done from the BNC miracle method. And we also give you a recording of the same. Yeah. And this bonuses you get. We'll also give you a meditation where you can ground yourself and integrate the healing done. And we also have package B, which is 9 days group shamanic healing.
So in this 9-day group shamanic healing, every day there is a topic. So day one, we'll do a shamanic healing on the topic of money. Day two is health. Day three is wealth. Day four is relationship. Day five is career and business. Day six is ancestral healing. Day seven is peace of mind. Day eight is communication. And day nine is your personal power. So this 9-day group shamanic healing, it's done over a WhatsApp call. So there are no actual Zoom calls or anything of that sort. Healing is done remotely at cellular and energetic levels. The healing will reach you. You don't need to do anything from your end. And what we do is on the WhatsApp group, as I said, it's done over a WhatsApp group. We will share a shamanic journey as a PDF along with the remedies and self-help techniques. So from this 9-day group shamanic healing, the expected benefits would be increased abundance and prosperity. You will decrease stress and anxiety, physical relaxation and healing, improved emotional well-being, sense of purpose and direction, enhanced self-awareness and clarity, feeling empowerment and resilience, sense of connection and belonging, and spiritual awakening and deepening.
So the actual value of package A with bonus 1 and 2 is US dollars 218, which is rupees 16,000. And as we know, we have a special price, and that's US dollar 103 or rupees 7,500, a saving of 53%. And package B, as we said, is 9 days of group shamanic healing, which is actual value of the package is US dollar 69, rupees 5,000, at a special price of US dollar 28, rupees 1999, saving of 60%. Then we have package C, which is the shamanic healing course. As we have already said, you will learn to enhance your spiritual journey. You will grow, you will have answers, you will get the support of spirit guides, power animals, and you will be able to handle anything that life throws you. And to become a practitioner, yeah. It's 20 hours live course on Zoom over 10 days. The reason why we kept it over 10 days is basically to allow you to assimilate it through meditations and more practice. You will get PDF notes, you will get a certificate. Recordings aren't available, but you can, if you miss a class, you can schedule it. So what you will learn about the concepts, you will learn how the earth directions affect you, and when they're out of balance, what happens. You'll have the meditations, going to the 10 dimensions. You will find your own access mundi to enable you to journey. You will attune with your power animal. You will attune with your teacher. You will go to the lower world, the upper world, and you'll be able to connect and, as we said, get information for whatever you want. The bonus 1 is a soul retrieval personal session. Bonus 2 is a meditation. Bonus 3 is a lifetime WhatsApp group support. Bonus 4 is package B, which is 9 days group shamanic healing. All of this 20 hours live over 10 days. It starts 11 to 20th Jan 2025, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. India, 8:30 to 10:30 ET. Actual value of all inclusions is US dollar 559, which is rupees 41,000. But special price is US dollar 355, which is rupees 26,000, saving of 37%.
Package D is BNC Miracle Method Practitioners Course. You become a practitioner, you can heal yourself, your family, and take paid clients. You get lifetime support and monthly Q&A calls with us. You receive pendulum and charts, the entire course material via courier. When you learn this course, you learn, we teach you and you learn BNC Miracle Method, which is a non-meditative process. You don't need any intuition or any clears to learn this. You will be able to tell the clients how long or how fast they can see the results. It's a distance healing course. So as I said, whether your clients sit in front of you or at a distance, the effect is same. And it's a result-oriented course. So the moment you learn it with a small amount of practice, or you can straight away start earning by taking paid clients. It's powerful, result oriented, and it creates miracles in any area of your life, whether it is health, money, business, property, or any area. So you become a practitioner. The total hours that you need. I tell people, give me 1 day of your life, and I'll teach you something so self-empowering. So it's a 7 hours course. So basically, it's a 1 day course, but we teach it across 3 days. And it's in total, their course is taught over Zoom in 7 hours. You get pendulum charts and course material by courier, and you get an IPHM certified certification. So basically, our course is properly certified, and there are no recordings. So we will send you in the package one pendulum and 5 charts. The charts are the miracle method chart itself, the past and present life chart, and emotion, fear, and limiting ancestral belief and patterns charts. The shipping is free in India, but outside you have to pay an additional $30 USD as a courier charge. So what we teach you in this, we talk about the conscious and subconscious mind, how limiting pattern and thoughts affect our subtle bodies, how to use a pendulum, how to use a pendulum for clearing your stuff, how time plays a important factor in our life, and you learn the BNC miracle method technique itself.
So you receive bonus of 3 money manifestation live group calls. Bonus 2 is 3 live group meditations. Bonus 3 is monthly Q&A group calls. Bonus 4 is monthly group meetings with us, Brenda and Charu. And bonus 5 is lifetime WhatsApp group support. So you can say.
Yeah, the program is scheduled for on 10th to 12th of Jan. The first day we teach you pendulum. So the class is for 1 hour, which is 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. India time, or 8 to 9 a.m. ET on 10th of Jan. And the rest 2 days are 3 hours each, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. India time, and 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. ET. These dates are 11th and 12th of Jan.
Actual value of all inclusions, bonus 1 to 5 is $605, which is rupees 44400, 44,400. And the special price is $409, which is rupees 30,000, which is a saving of 32%.
Thank you, Brenda and Charu. You want to tell us the difference between the course packages?
Yeah. So when you learn shamanic healing level 1 with us, you get the wisdom and answers from power animal, etc. The teacher along with the teacher. As we said, it's shamanism course is a meditative technique. So we teach you very beautifully. We even have you need to be calm and collected to do it. So you need a peaceful state because you need to meditate. And it requires visualization. When we say that, Brenda has curated some beautiful meditations, which I call, like, it opens up your TV so that you can visualize. So yes, these are beautiful meditations. So we help you in this path as well. And if you learn our BNC miracle method technique, you heal with the pendulum and the chart. So it's not a meditative technique, it's a process. And you can use it in any state while watching TV, or even if there are people talking around, because it does not, you don't need to be in a state of meditation, and there are no visualization stuff in this because it's just a technique.
But I would like to say, Shilpa, that if one can do both, then there's nothing like doing both, because package C and package D are melding together, and they actually form like a power pack, punch. It allows you to see it from one perspective. So package shamanic healing shows it from one perspective. BNC miracle method shows it from another perspective, and clearing them from both perspectives brings you wow results. So anyone looking
Absolutely.
for those wow results, definitely, give it. I do both, although, I do BNC Miracle Method, and that's always my first this, where clients are really stuck or traumatized or this. I always do both.
Yeah, thank you. And the teachers are you both, So that's like the best thing. There are a couple of course related questions, Brenda and Charu, but before that, I would love to do a quick summary, everyone. Uh, Package A is a personal session. It's 1.5 hours. This includes discussion, a shamanic journey healing, and a BNC miracle method healing, and two reports as well. Take any trauma you may be facing, any long it may be, however old, go for this. It's just for US dollars 103, rupees 7,500. Remember, this has package B as well, which is the 9 days group shamanic healing. uh, Package A includes that, and if you want only that on its own, it is just for US dollars 28 and rupees 1,999. And of course, the shamanic healing practitioner level one is the package C. And Charu was mentioning that Brenda has some beautiful meditations. They are not one, not two, but they are actually minimum 10 meditations they have curated to access the 10 dimensions. And it's very, very detailed. Everything you need to get started is covered. And of course, this also includes the 9 days group shamanic healing. And if you missed, this includes a soul retrieval personal session. It's not a group session, it's actually a personal session which you get with Brenda or Charu, where you there will be a work about soul retrieval personally done. All right, so this is for just US dollars 355 and rupees 26,000. And of course, Brenda and Charu's very own BNC Miracle Method Level 1 is for US dollars 409 and rupees 30,000. Remember, this includes the pendulum and the charts. But if you're located outside India, you just have to pay an additional US dollars 30 for the shipping. All right. Now, there was a question, Brenda and Charu, by Neetal. She's asked, how do I decide? Let's say the choice has to be made between shamanic course or PNC Miracle Method course. How to decide which method is good for us and what would be helpful in our current situation?
So see, it's your choice. You have to listen to your heart, but we can tell you the pros and cons. So when you are doing shamanism, you are getting the answers. I call them like, you go to the divine realms. You are able to travel to the divine realms, and you meet a divine teacher, and the information is coming from a very high level dimensions. So and it gives you the power animal is also like a very important aspect of shamanism, which you can even tell your clients also, not only for your own healing, but you can tell your clients also their power animal, which will help them after the session also. So there are remedies, and there is a buddy that is given that can help you after the session. So that these are the benefits of shamanism: higher realms, and remedies, and a buddy to look after you even after the healing. With the BNC miracle method is like a laser-like therapy. It's more focused. It goes exactly. It's like you can find like how we are giving you the recipe of your trauma, what it is. So you don't need to know like, okay, we are asking you because we are showing you that, okay, you are disgusted. Then the person said that yes, like how Nidhi said that yes, there was like injustice in her life. So we are able to find exactly what is stuck there. And it's like you taking a duster, going into person's energy field, clearing that and coming out. So it's like a laser, like I call it energetic surgery. So it's a different process. It is no meditation. It's just like you can do it even in stressful situation, because you don't need to be peace and calm. You can just, it's like even if you are stressed, you can still drive a car, isn't it? It's like that only. So these are the two different things. And as Brenda said,
Don't choose.
Do both.
To do both. That's what I said. I already heard a question.
So
Yeah. In fact, thank you, Charu, for explaining. If I may add, shamanism is also more exploratory. It's like self discovery and also helping others. It's very exploratory, and a lot of work in the sense, a lot of uh, exploration is the word that is coming to me.
Yes, yeah,
And
true.
as you mentioned, Charu, this is just take the pendulum, take the chart, and just watch TV and get it done over with. You know, it's that way. So as Charu, you said, it depends on what you're feeling right now, where you're in your life journey, and then Brenda, एक से शुरुआत करना पड़ेगा. They'll have to start with one and then do it. Right? They can't do both at the same time. So yes, think about both.
They can do both because they're both different days, Shilpa. So people can do both.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they can't do it like in one day. Right? They can't start together, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way. Yeah. So, yeah, please. And if you have any more questions, please let us know on the group or get in touch with us. Don't miss this, because Brenda and Charu don't do this special packages otherwise. All right. So, do let us know. And there is a question which Komal had asked, that is there any initiation happening in shamanism, and is pendulum also used in shamanism?
No, so there's no initiation, but you're taught a special process on how to go and journey between or travel between the different realms. And we don't use pendulum.
Okay, all right. And someone had asked, how did BNC Miracle Method come into play? I want to repeat that Brenda and Charu are the founders, and they have come up with this technique, and they have been on platform for many years, and they've had a lot of miracles and successful students. And one last question for now, Brenda and Charu, is that is the PNC Miracle Method based on applied kinesiology?
No, it's not. Applied kinesiology is using muscle testing. So I would
Mm.
do like muscle testing like that and say yes, no. The pendulum is using your
Idiomotor
yeah,
response.
idiomotor response. So it's connecting us to our higher self, which is that purity of us,
Mm-hmm.
getting the answers through the idiomotor response, which runs through your hand and through your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how. So we get the answers. And as I
All
said, we
right.
don't do divination. So in kinesiology, you ask like, should I eat this food? Is this food good for me? Should I wear a black dress? Should I go for this party? We actually work it out on healing, and we work it out on what a person goes through.
So, wow. Thanks. All right. What next, Brenda, Charu?
Let's do a group healing now, because I think everybody's waiting so patiently. And
Absolutely.
thank you, everyone, for waiting so patiently for this group healing. So we are going to do the group healing to clear the auric field, clear cracks and holes and tears and rips that have happened in your auric field due to the trauma that you have experienced. So if anybody has listened to the call or been there on the call yesterday, they can actually choose the same trauma that they worked on. And what we will do is we will work on clearing the auric field and bringing back the soul fragments, because we were talking about the soul retrieval session.
So just let's give them a quick brief before we do the process. So because we will be doing sort of a, as Brenda explained, the cracks and holes in the auric field. So what happens is when we go through the trauma, and the trauma is uh, little intense, it can be active or passive, then it creates imbalance in our auric field, and that creates cracks and holes in the auric field. So the auric field is the energy field around us, and if that is weak, then that is how we get gripped by negativities and dark entities, and even physical body gets impacted by bacteria, virus, and your immunity goes low and all these things. So what we do is we will clear first. We will clear for the group the dark entities so that their auric field is stronger. It will become stronger. It will help that. And then we will find the reasons why the trauma created the cracks and holes. So we'll clear for the group those emotions that created the cracks and holes. So in a way, we are clearing the impact of the trauma from the aura. So that itself will make them powerful. So with this process also, because we will clear the dark entities and the emotions that have impacted their auric field, so the aura will become stronger and their physical and emotional immunity will become better. Emotional immunity means, like, like how sometimes somebody will say something and we become vulnerable and we quickly cry because we are unable to deal with the stressful situation. So emotional immunity will be like, you'll be able to deal with stressful situation in a more peaceful, calmer way. And physical immunity, I think everybody understands. You won't catch the parasites that easily. So that is the process that we want to do for the group.
So so for now, if you're driving, please don't do the closing eyes and all, or lying down. Be safe. But if you're at home, you can be comfortable, lie down, sit down, be in a state of receiving. You can close your eyes if you want. You can keep them open. It's your choice. And just be open to receiving the information. So we'll be doing Shamanic Journey and soul retrieval session, right?
Not soul retrieval. We'll be doing like a aura
Aura healing session. So aura healing session, and I will do a live this of what I see. My journey I will do as live. Yeah. Okay. So I will wear my beautiful pink mask to help me to see in the dark, and my pods to take me into my trance. So I'm going to start now. Sorry, I was trying to connect the music and the AirPods. So it took me a little time. So I'm going to start now. So I'm going to do a shamanic journey for the group on the trauma that they have chosen to heal the soul fragmentations and tears in the auric field. So I basically see one is riding a horse and is going into battle. Have a white horse with armor, you're wearing armor, and you're going to battle. And it's more like the scene of Mahabharata, where you're fighting. And as you fight, you get killed. And part of your soul fragments because of the trauma that you experienced. Asking for other soul traumas. See, you're a fighter in the rainforest. You're a warrior. And again, have a spear in your hand. And you're stealthily coming up behind somebody. But as you throw the arrow, a person from your only side, your tribe member, kills you, and you are so shocked at the betrayal that has happened to you. So again, the soul fragments. Asking for the next trauma to show up. And shows me that you're swimming in the sea. And the reason you're swimming over sea is because you've been pushed overboard. Somebody pushed you over, your loved one. And you fight for your life, trying to survive, trying to swim. But in that act, you lose your life. So the soul fragments because of the hurt done by loved one. So asking for a shamanic healing to bring back the soul parts into your auric field. So your power animal retrieves these soul parts and brings it to you. And they make you sit in a beautiful garden and white mogra flowers fall down as if it's raining flowers from the sky. And these flowers represent the many, 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 many lifetimes where your soul has got hurt for whatever reason, and you have so you receive the blessing of flowers, and as you receive the blessing of flowers, as it reaches your body, it turns to milk, and you get washed and bathed with milk, which then becomes a healing substance and goes deep inside your body into your cells, and it massages your organs, massages your heart, and releases all the pain in your heart, all the lifetimes, present life, past lives of pain and hurt that you have stored in your heart. And you can see drops of water just leaving you, signifying the pain, trauma, just releasing from your body. And they give you a leaf, and they ask you to take this leaf and sweep your auric field as a healing remedy for you. And they give you a button, and they ask you to keep this button. And in times when you are angry, sad, depressed, play with this button to help you release what is going on for you. And they align your spine, releasing all the trauma of your spine. Everywhere you stored all the trauma, releasing the spine. And ask you to take healing energy from the sun every morning before 9 a.m. and on your spine to receive the healing and letting go of all your wounds. And every day you can write in a diary what you love about yourself and ending it with a square and your name inside that. The healing will continue in the spiritual realms till as such time that you require your trauma to be healed. And thanking the shamanic master for the healing. So this was your shamanic journey. Please listen to the recording, I guess, and do the healing that you have been given to enhance and continue your healing. And drink a glass of water. And now, Charu, you can tell.
Yeah. So I checked, we did a aura cleansing mini session for you as a group. So when I checked for the entire group, the aura was 70% damaged. So that was a bit of a higher value it showed. So first I cleared the dark entities, and there were 3 dark entities that needed to be cleared. So which are hidden entities, and the hidden entities were creating the energy of powerlessness for the group. Demon entities were creating anger for the group, and psychic attacks were creating exhaustion for the group. So I cleared the dark entities, and I also worked on removing these energies, which is powerless, anger, and exhaustion. Then I checked why the aura was ruptured, or the trauma, impact of trauma on the aura, which was creating it to have cracks and holes, and actually it was 70% damage. So the emotions that I worked on is feeling defeated, lack of confidence, and the energy of conflict. And then after clearing that, then I also checked what will change, what we will have from this, the impact that strengthening this aura will have. And that was more of faith and joy. So I enhanced the energy of faith and joy for the entire group. And after doing everything, I checked. So from 70%, we straight away went to 20% now. So by end of tomorrow, it will take 1 day for the full energy to integrate. So after 24 hours from now, the aura will be fully repaired. It will go to 0% damage. So yeah, this was my part.
Wow. Thank you so much, Brenda Charu, for doing this for us. Really, there are some fantastic comments on the group already, and everybody, please share what you're feeling right now and don't miss this opportunity to share and know whatever else you may want to know right now. Susanna has asked Brenda and Charu that, you did this for us. Can we seal our aura?
So no, you cannot seal your aura, but the way to keep your aura healthy is that is why we meditate, we exercise, we positive thinking, all these type of things are you're asked to do, like to pray. So when you pray, when you meditate, when you exercise, that is the way of praying helps you to remove your mental toxins. Exercising helps you to remove your physical toxins out of your body. Meditation also helps you to calm your mind and strengthen your aura. So these are the ways to strengthen the aura. Our BNC miracle method is also one of the ways of strengthening. So what we did is we cleared the entities because of the cracks, they were stuck in that. We cleared the impact of trauma, why it got depleted to 70% for the group. So we cleared those emotions, and then we checked how we can enhance it to another level. And the positive one was faith and joy. So we worked on that to make it complete. But it's like, asking a doctor, like, okay, now you have treated my cough and cold. How can you guarantee that for rest of my life I will not have? So the only answer that even the doctor gives us is that you look after your immunity. So then for lifelong, you will not have any issues. So these are the self-help techniques of looking after your aura and keeping it stronger.
So wonderful, Charu. You gave us some tips, additional tips that we can follow, and thank you for reminding us to do this. In fact, uh, P Singh is saying, why did all these scenarios resonate so much? And Payal says, absolutely can sense it and can align with everything that you said as well. And Vani, Iqbal, Monica, Shama, Yashoda, P. Singh, Rupali, all of them are thanking you. And Akshita, Vivek as well. Harish is saying that he's mind blown,
Thank
felt
you.
a lot of gray color energies releasing, breathing was very deep, feeling very light now. Million thanks to both of you, and may you both evolve at the speed of light.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, I can see some more comments. Please to keep them coming. I want to share Savita's comment. Brenda and Charu who had come for the demo. She
Yeah.
says, I remember it was 6, and
Yeah.
she's from. She said this 20 minutes ago, right? She felt a great relief in her left leg since 2 days she was feeling too heavy and pain to walk. Now the pain has reduced and the reading was accurate. Thank you, Brenda and Charu. Really. And I want to add this, everyone. All this, you can do this as well. After learning this from Brenda and Charu, you can do this for yourself. You can do this for others. Imagine a few minutes of this work, the reactions that you're sharing with us, and the results that we saw with the demos. You can do this and empower for life. And yeah, I think that's it. If you don't mind, Brenda and Charu, can we check with Payal if she would still
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
come
Yeah. So
on? And
Yeah.
Payal, if you can,
did Renu message and Nidhi message? It would be
no,
nice
not
for
yet. Yeah,
Nidhi to message to say what change happened for them. If any.
absolutely. In fact, they are not there right now, but we'll
Oh,
drop in
they,
a message on the group and we'll
yeah,
check with them. Payal, let us know if you would like to come on. And
yeah.
in that time, Brenda and Charu, please let us know something before we reach the end of this call.
What do you want to tell them? So my message is what I said in the beginning. Trauma is like a virus and we don't even know we have it. So once you actually clear this trauma for yourself, you go into thriving. So if you would like to choose thriving, which is abundance is our birthright, then definitely choose to empower yourself because it's all about a choice, empowering yourself. So choice, give yourself the choice to let go of your victim story, victim mode, and come into empowerment because this is that now you are given like on a platform choice. Choose empowerment. So choose.
Also, I also want to say one thing, which is like, B and C. So it's like be the change. As Mahatma Gandhi very wisely said, be the change that you want to see in the world. So yeah,
Yeah, so
come to B
change
and C.
happens with you. It doesn't happen like the others cannot change, but you can change. Change happens with you.
Absolutely. And everyone, last few more minutes. Do let us know if you have any questions. And of course, we are there. Reach out to us. And Brenda and Charu are also there. Let us know how we can help you decide. And we'll get pile on Brenda and Charu. And there are a couple of package related questions which I'd like to address. All right, Pal, just if you could share one aspect you'd like to work on.
uh, a continuous pattern of, I would say, betrayal or making somebody feel powerless.
Sorry, Payal, I'm interrupting you. Brenda and Charu, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Should we ask Payal to let us know about the physical pain if she's feeling right
Yeah,
now?
we're working tired on
Yes,
physical.
Yeah,
yes, a lot of back pain is there near the lower back. And from 2 days, actually, it has been like my whole body was paining. But as you did the group healing, the body pain went off. But the root
Nice.
pain, which is there, it is still constantly there. And my fingers pain a lot. So these are the two areas which are paining constantly. Apart from that, I think I've healed a lot. And I have been in your sessions last year also. So I do know that this has been really helpful towards me and releasing a lot of trauma. And that's why I've enrolled in your package as well, because I wish to do a one-on-one thing with you. But yes, right now the root one is still there and it's very heavy for me.
So the lower back pain is what you mean to
Correct.
say.
Yes, yes, yes.
So is it a tailbone pain or a lower back pain?
Correct. Tailbone pain it is. It is exactly in the tailbone pain. It's as if
So that
like it's start,
that is
but it is
that is
in the
a
tailbone.
typical place for trauma to get stored. Tailbone pain is always a trauma.
And how bad is the pain? Rating 0, none, 10 more.
Right now it's like between 8 to 9 because in the morning I was not able to get up only. And this has been like a very pain as if it was holding and not leaving or something like that, an energy. So that's how it is.
So for you, Payal, the reason you have this tailbone, you're waiting for it to come.
Yes, actually, because that's what will help me some analysis which I'm going through.
Yeah, I can see you're so excited to just wait, you'll receive what I'm going to tell you.
Absolutely.
So it's a lack of commitment. You have some commitment issue or something about commitment.
Okay.
And you're unwilling to let go of this pain because you have a contract. So this probably contract is coming from a past life to be unhappy.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what this. So does that make sense for you?
I've never explored this past life, but yes, I have done PLRs, but this
This
never came
doesn't
up.
mean you have to explore, but the commitment,
Yeah, this
that
thing,
is what it
commitment,
is.
correct. Okay. Okay.
So commitment to a
Um,
job, commitment to be married, commitment to, I don't know if you're married or not, but yeah,
okay, sure. I think I'll work on that, or maybe let's see how that goes then. Yeah.
yeah.
So even I found the energy of humiliated that is stuck there in your tailbone.
That is there. That is constantly happening, and it's a repetitive pattern. After
Yeah.
some years, it's like it just comes up in another form, and
Mm.
it does that. So it is constant, it's constant. I am trying to break that, but it is
Mm.
just coming to that same zone again. I am not finding a solution to this. But yes, these two things are there where I do commit. It's not like I do not commit, but the opposite person does not commit. Or maybe the commitment is at a wrong side. So this has been
No,
an
no,
issue
no, no,
in
no, no,
both
no,
the
no, no,
things. Maybe
no,
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 I
no.
got your answer that it might be my commitment in some other life which I've done is coming up.
You are the
But these are
creator of
the
your
two things.
reality.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
You
I
are
got that.
not you are not wanting to commit. So because you do not want to commit,
You
the
vibrate.
other, yeah, you vibrate that energy and the other person will say, I'm sorry, I don't want to be with you, do anything with you, so I'm going away. So
Correct.
that energy will go there and that's how it's creating humiliation. But the stemming of it is commitment. So now if you say, I'm going to commit or I don't want to commit, whichever it is that you want, but when you
Hmm.
make that
Hmm.
clear, then only it will change.
Yeah, that's where I think I'm looking at. Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
energy is integrating in 5 minutes, but you can check how you feel because your intensity was 8, 9, so you can just see how it is now. Rate it.
Much less, but still it's around 5, 6. I
Okay.
can
Good,
feel the
at least
pain
change.
while I'm moving. Yeah, it's changing. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay.
Thank you. And I hope you're going to do some
So
commitment.
She
I have
did.
already, I did.
Yeah.
I did for the
Yeah.
package and I'm done. I've scheduled a call
Amazing,
tomorrow as
amazing.
well.
Good for you.
So it's
Yeah.
just gone. Yeah.
All right, Payal, thank you for joining and thank you everybody who came on. We really, Brenda, Charu, you're there, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
we are.
Oh, all right. That screen went off. So thank you everyone who joined in for the demos, and we really wish you relief in whatever pain you're facing. Everybody who came on, let us know in the group, and whoever we couldn't take on, apologies. We, another time. Quickly, Brenda and Charu, let's cover some package related questions. This will help everybody who's
Yeah.
listening now on the replay. So, can we book the remote healing session package B without somebody else's consent for them?
Yes. Package A, package B. Yes.
Oh, wow. All right. Cool. So, can the group healing of package B done for the entire family?
Yes, they can book for them, but it's not like it's a one-to-one, so everybody in the family can register. So parents and children or
Yeah. So,
parents.
Brenda, is it like I should take one for me, one for my mother, one for my
Yes.
sister that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Cool. So, yeah, Rupali, do take the package B, one for each member of the family. All right. Okay. Last question for now. Shama is asking in the personal session, will we work on only one problem or
Yeah.
overall issues?
No, one issue.
Yeah.
Like to
So,
take one problem in a session, because what happens is when we do multiple issues, then little energy goes there, little energy goes on different topics. And then in physical reality, you don't see a bigger shift. So we focus on one issue and create a shift
And
with
even
that.
in Shamanic Journey, we actually have to journey to heal one issue. So it's one issue.
yeah, absolutely. And you go on Brenda and Charu's page, their past calls, they have like some phenomenal successes, but that is perhaps for another call. Brenda and Charu, thank you so much
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
for
Thank you,
this
everybody.
week, this call, your time on the group. You have responded to each and every one of us. Really appreciate that and everything that you have shared so far. And everyone, thank you for joining the calls and your interaction on the group. And let us know if you have any questions. We will see you on Friday. Thank you, Brenda and Charu, once again.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shilpa, and bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.